Most Toronto houses look fine until you try to sell them. Everyone talks about the best places to buy in Toronto, but almost no one tells you which homes seems like a great deal until reality hits. I'm not here to scare you, just to keep you informed so you can make smarter choices in this unpredictable real estate market. Because buying the wrong kind of home in the GTA could cost you tens of thousands of dollars, not to mention your peace of mind. These are not homes to avoid at all costs, but they do come with challenges you need to be aware of. By the end of this video, you will know how to spot the red flags and decide what kind of homes is truly right for you. Let's dive in. First type of homes to avoid are properties backing onto railways, industrial zones, or high voltage power lines. They say real estate is all about location, 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 and this is exactly why. The tricky part, listing photos often avoid showing what's behind the house. You see the front yard, maybe some tight angles of the interior, and then you arrive and realize the backyard backs onto a GO train line or noisy industrial facility or a looming set of transformation towers. Now imagine relaxing on your deck, coffee in the hand, and a freight train thunders through, or trying to enjoy a barbecue under buzzing power lines. It's not just about noise, it's about privacy, air quality, and overall livability. These features are instant deal breakers for many families, and first-time buyers often miss the signs. When it comes time to sell it, you will be competing with every normal property nearby. Expect longer days on the market and lower offers. It's rarely worth the trade-off. Another type of homes to avoid buying are properties with public utility easements or in conservation areas. Some homes come with legal string attached, and not all agents will tell you upfront. Let's talk about utility easements. These give hydro, gas, or telecom companies the right to access part of your property. So even though you own the land, you may not be allowed to build on it. If you put a shed, deck, or fence in that area and they need to dig, they can remove it and you will be responsible for repairs. Now, conservation zones sound nice. Nature, trees, green space. But if your backyard falls within basic improvement like removing a tree, adding a pool, or building a patio might require permits, which take time and are never guaranteed. Buyers often don't realize how restrictive this can be until after they've moved in, and by then it's too late. One of my clients from Pickering, Ontario wants to sell their home with a huge backyard to the development company that plans to build townhouses in the area. When I check in the municipality, the huge portion of the backyard belongs to the conservation area, so development companies step back. Third type of homes to avoid buying are homes on busy main roads like Shepherd, Stills, or Dufferin. These homes look like great deals, detached even with double garages, but step outside and you're hit with the reality of living on the major artery. Endless traffic noise, buses, trucks, motorcycles at all hours, and don't even try backing out of your driveway at rush hour. Families especially don't want their front doors opening to 6 lanes of constant traffic. And from an appraisal standpoint, it doesn't matter how beautiful the inside is. The location drags down the overall value. These homes may stay on the market longer and sell for less. And just because a house is not next to a train track or busy road doesn't mean you're in a clear. Some of the biggest regrets come from homes that look fine until you actually live in them. Let's keep going. Next type of properties to avoid buying are homes with weird layouts that don't make sense. Ever walk in a home and just feel off? Like, why is the kitchen halfway down the hallway? Or why is the primary bedroom the first thing you see at the front door? These strange layouts are usually the results of years of unplanned renovations room by room with no clear design logic. Some buyers think they will fix it later, but awkward flow is hard to unsee and even harder to resell. Trust your gut. If it feels weird now, it will feel even worse when you are living in it. Next type of homes to avoid buying are flip homes with poor workmanship and cheap finishes. Not all flips are created equal. Some are done with care and permits, others just a quick polish to look good in photos. You'll see shiny countertops, trendy flooring, maybe even a name brand fridge. But open the cabinets, check the grout lines, or test the outlets, and the shortcuts become obvious. These flips are about appearance, not quality. And once you move in, you start paying the price, literally, with repair after repair. Look past the finishes. What's underneath is what truly matters. Next on the list are luxury homes in modest communities. You've seen it before. Someone built a $2 million custom home on a street where most homes sell for $900,000 to $1 million, thinking the upgrades will carry the value. But here is the problem. Buyers who can afford that $2 million home typically want a neighborhood that matches the price. So the home sits and sits, resell becomes tough, and the owner either rent it out or holds it for years, hoping the market catch up, which doesn't always happen. Being the most expensive house on the block, it sounds impressive, but it's usually a bad investment. And the last on the list are pre-construction condos bought at the peak. A lot of buyers who locked in pre-construction condos during 2021 or early 22 are now stuck. Back then, prices were sky high and demand was wild. Now, with rates up and resale value down, many of those same units are worth less than the buyers pay. We're seeing it again, developers offering incentives while quietly increasing prices. And if the market dip again, those early buyers are left holding the bag. If you're buying pre-construction today, don't just look at the incentives. Research resale values of similar units in the same area. Are you planning to buy a home with illegal basement apartment? In the city like Toronto, basement apartments can be a great income source, but many are not up to code. No fire exit, low ceilings, bad wiring. If you buy one assuming it will pay for itself, you might run into issues with permits, insurance, or tenant rights. Always verify zoning and ask for permits, because if the city finds out later, you're on the hook. And here is a bonus for you. Avoid buying homes on flood zones and poor drainage lots. Low-lying homes or those near creeks and floodplains are often cheaper up front, but can come with massive long-term costs. Basement flooding, mold, insurance headaches, even small storms can cause big damage. Always check if a property falls within a known flood zone, especially in older areas like East York, Vaughan, or parts of North York. Buying a home is not just about getting a deal, it's about making a smart long-term decision. A listing might look perfect online, but if the location, layout, or quality is off, that dream home can quickly become a nightmare. So slow down, look past the staging, ask questions, check the fundamentals. Because the best deals, they're not always flashy. They're the ones that stand the test of time. Have questions about buying or selling in Toronto or the GTA? I'd love to help. Drop your thoughts in the comments or book a free strategy session. Thanks for watching. My name is Rossita and I'll see you in the next one.